Sorry, my video shut down. All of a sudden it closed unexpectedly, it said. So here I'm going to continue. For the story that you write, it needs to be 2 pages. See here? So that's, 2 pages long and double spaced with the font type as Times New Roman and the size is 12 point font. So let me show you. I have a sample paper here that I just started. You have your name, the date, and this stuff doesn't necessarily need to be double spaced. Then I have my title. My story is about a time I was a freshman at BYU and took humanities class, and it is very different than what I'm my interest, and so it was really hard for me. So I start writing about it. I'm going to make sure I have 2 pages long, but it needs to be double spaced. I made sure that when I highlight that, let me scoot this down. I'm going to highlight all of it. The type. Sorry, my computer. Okay, needs to be Times New Roman. So I'm going to go to the T's and get Times New Roman. Make sure it's 12, size 12. If it's on 16 or 14, move it down to 12. Now I need to double space. So mine has this little thing, yours probably does, that shows the spacing. Either single is just a 1 space in between each line, but I want it double, so 2.0. Another thing you can do at the very top, you should have something that's called Format. Click Format, Paragraph, and this box will pop up. And the line spacing you pick is double, not single, not 1.5, but double. And then you type your story. Okay, you just make sure that you include all the important things that it asks for. It just says, along with the so tell us what circumstances were, like I was a freshman at BYU, liked math and science, but did not love humanities, so it was really hard for me. And I was just learning how to be in college. And then what was the work you participated in? I had a semester of humanities where I had to go into the lab, get help, study, and read a lot more than my other classes. And what blessings did you experience through that experience of work? What blessings did you see in your life? And make sure it's interesting so that the person reading it, so when I read it or anyone else that reads it, is engaged and interested. So that's option number 1, write a story. 2, you can do a PowerPoint. You should have, for Pathway students, Microsoft Office is free, and you should have that on your computer. It's how you get into Word. You have the option of a PowerPoint. You should have PowerPoint in there. I have it right here, Microsoft PowerPoint. When I click on it, I start a new PowerPoint slide. And so you walk through. If you don't know PowerPoint very well, write a paper. But there's my PowerPoint. I need to make sure it has 5 slides. You'll see the expectations in this paragraph. So it says that you need to make sure you have a slide to describe your circumstances, like I talked about. What work did you do? What blessings did you have? And then it says here at least 5 slides. Then you need to make sure you have a title slide and a slide at the end, a conclusion slide. So those are the 5 slides. You can have more, but you have to have at least 5. Also, like it says here, make sure you add some clip art or some actual pictures into your PowerPoint to make it interesting. Option number 3, okay, so you can do a paper or a PowerPoint or a video. You could watch my tutorials on how to use Loom, use .loom, or you can use Screencast-O-Matic, that's what I use sometimes, and make a video. You could just do a video if you have a video program on your computer. You need to make sure it's appropriate and interesting for the person that's going to watch it. Talk about those things that we talked about. Make sure you talk about the circumstances, what work you had, what blessings. At least 2.5 minutes long. This video, this section that I had to start over, is already 4 minutes. I don't have a problem going. I go too long. But it only has to be 2.5 minutes. Make sure you speak clear and we can understand what you're saying. Then post it to YouTube, or if you use Loom, just give us the URL so I can view it. So I need to have that URL sent to me. Okay, so it tells you how you're going to be graded. And anyway, so you'll submit your work. You'll either submit your paper, PowerPoint, or video, whichever one you are the most comfortable with. But I want to see what were the circumstances, what work did you do, how are you blessed, and make sure that those are in there. What blessings did you see from the experience? So, good luck. We're winding. We only have a month left. So hang in there. Sometimes I know that our energy and our excitement kind of fades towards the end, and I want it to stay and continue. So please stick with me to the end. Let me know what questions you have. Make sure you're getting your assignments in, checking your grade, and letting me know any questions you have at all. I'm here for you, and I am so proud of all of you and want to help in any way that I can make the rest of the semester great. So I'll talk to you guys next week.